Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Music of the Week. As always, there's 6 albums to go through. I'll current my knuckles there. This one isn't. It's probably not going to be as long as other ones, because I don't really have a lot of time. I've got a lot of other shit to work on, mostly the editing of the Shantae Let's Play. So I should probably get this video started before I get to doing that. So let's go. We begin with the debut Dreamless Veil and their first album, Every Limb of the Flood. This is a black metal band. From America, specifically Richmond, Virginia. And this one to be. I thought this was really, really good stuff. Super heavy style, and interesting that a band making their debut would go for something this grandiose, as it feels pretty big as well. It's got a lot of really good riffs, a lot of really good density to it. I really like the pacing as well. It does have that like fury that I think the genre needs, but it's also got some really good and nicely balanced melodic parts too. The overall writing is pretty solid. I do wish that they capitalised on it more because the main concept is like grief, and actually try and tell a concept story with it. But I couldn't really find a lot of evidence to really support that, which is a shame because I felt like this has potential. It really, really does. I think the weakest aspect might be the production. I feel like it's a little bit choppy at times, and it takes a while to get used to in certain points. But it's not terrible, and the band do a pretty good job. I don't think they feel all that confident, but I think that they'll get there eventually. So yeah, some solid black metal from a debuting band, and I think I'll keep my eyes open for these guys because this was really good. This was a good first go. Next, we have Giant Walker and their second album, Silhouettes. This is an English band specifically from Newcastle. I don't know why I did that. That sounds more Liverpudlian. I'm giving this one Tide Highest Grade, and Tide Highest Grade I can give any album an A+. I really like this one. Great instrumental work. This is a hard proggy rocky band. I might have said that earlier. I don't care saying it again. Really good riffs. Love the guitar work. Just full of like life and rich with energy. So the band as well, especially lead vocalist Steph Fish, has tons of charisma. She puts in a fucking great performance on the pipes. Really good production too, handled by Chris Coulter, who I think I've gone over before. I know he's done other things before. Does a really good job with the mix of this one, and also really good pacing. They keep things interesting enough. Although again, I'm gonna have to lump this one in another album category, which where my favourite song should have ended the album. It's the second to last one, that favourite song being So You Say. I guess my main gripe would probably be the writing, which is pretty good. I couldn't really find much in terms of themes, but the main one, which I've got written here, is losing purpose and trying to bring others down with you in the process. And it reads kind of pessimistic at times. It's a bit of a miserable album in terms of the lyricism, but I think it's got a lot of style to it. It's got a dark energy to it, which I quite like, and this is a band with a ton of charisma, so definitely another one I'll keep an eye out on. Really, really good. Next we have Kubla Khan, specifically Kubla Khan TX, with their newest album, Exhibition of Prowess. I've heard one album by these guys before. This is actually their first album in 5 years since whatever the hell the name of the last one was back in 2019. I'm giving this one a B. I really liked it. I thought it was just some straight up good metalcore slash groovy metal hardcore stuff. Good beatdown hardcore is very much their style. Not really much in terms of lyrics. In fact, the lyrics are a little bit kind of dumb, and sometimes the pacing is a bit weird because the last song is a 56-second instrumental track. I think it's instrumental. It doesn't really do anything. I don't know. I haven't listened to the album since I started doing since I wrote it. But the band still put in good performances, especially lead singer Matt Honeycutt, and also drummer. Do I mention the drummers? Yeah, drummer Isaac Lamb, probably the best performer on the album. Really good instruments if you just want some heavy bunga bunga style stuff. It can feel a bit too much bunga bunga, especially with the pacing, and sometimes the mixing is a bit weird and kind of undercooks the album. I feel like it could have gone a bit bigger, but for an album which is only 23.5 minutes, it does get what it needs to out of itself. So if you just want some like punch in the face hardcore, this is really good punch in the face hardcore. Next we have Nightwish with Yesterwinds. This is their 10th album, and I think only my second one by them. And I always find it odd because I always feel like this is a band I did for backtracking, but I keep getting them mixed up with Within Temptation. And you know me by now, my feelings towards most female-led symphonic metal bands from Holland slash Finland slash Sweden. This one is Finnish. I'm gonna want to B though. I really liked it, mostly because of Floor Jensen's vocal work is really, really good. I like Thomas Holopainen. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. I've even got it written down here. His production's quite good as well. Really good performances, solid enough riffs for me. Really good pacing. Sort of a I will say the lyrics are sort of the weakest point because it does try and tell this story with the concept of like human nature connecting to the past and time, which is it's okay. It does what it needs to do, but I feel like there could have been a much more interesting story here told with it. But like to me, I don't know. It just seems like any other symphonic metal band lyric thing. Is it just me? Backtracking ruined the genre for me. I'm fully convinced. I think it truly did. All the female singers sound. It's not just me, right? Please tell me it isn't just me. But this is still really really good. I still recommend you give it a try if you've got the time because it's an hour, 11 minutes, and 7 seconds. So just bear that in mind. Quite a long one, but still good. Next, we go to Australia for Void of Vision and their new album, What I'll Leave Behind. This is their fourth offering, and I think the third one I've heard by them. These are some really good Aussie metalcore lads. I'm giving this one also an A+. Really liked it. I think of the three albums I've heard by them, because I still haven't listened to their debut, I think this might be their best one. They just keep elevating things. First of all, solid metalcore, yes, but I like the electronic and industrial elements they add. It really spices things up for them. It does sort of give me vibes weirdly of Motionless in White in some places. Like the lead singer legit sounds like Chris Motionless sometimes. Chris Motionless, but it's still really good stuff, you know. I like the pacing. It's mixed up well with the style it takes on. The riffs are super fucking beefy and punchy. The two guitarists on here, James McKendrick and Mitch Fairley, do a really really good job. Just have really good chemistry. The lead vocalist does a really good job too, and Sam Basal's production is really really nice as well. Pacing solid, but I think it might be my main quote unquote issue. Same with the production, because as much as I like it, I did want it to take a step back sometimes and let the album breathe, because it's got a good sound, right? But I feel like it overtakes the sound, like, on very rare occasions, and a fair few of the songs, in my opinion, are maybe in the wrong place, and a lot of them are a little bit short. This is not that long of an album. Like, it feels longer than it is. It's only 29 minutes, 18 seconds, but, like, it just proves that it gets quite a lot out of what it needs to get, so yeah, I'm not going to complain. And finally, we have The Voids, spelt with a Z at the end, with their new album, Like All Before You. This might be my new worst album of the year. I'm giving it. I don't think I gave any album last year an F, but I'm giving this one an F+. I think the only reason it kind of gets a plus is because the song Prophecy of the Dragon has some good guitar chugs, and Julian Casablancas, who's the lead singer of the group, sort of has a bit of charisma to him. He always sort of has had a bit of charisma to him. But, and also the cover's really nice. But, like, I was so fucking confused about this album. I'll just read what I said in the cons section. Fuck it. The beat work is sloppy and unfocused and very repetitive, and the band barely feel like a factor in the album as it goes along. The writing is dumb and I couldn't find themes, but I don't think I want to know is there's some weird shit happening with the lyrics. The production and pacing are also fuck awful. The former uses way too many elements that bury the sound before just ripping at its teeth, and the latter has no flow, there's nothing memorable, and no glue to hold itself together, being way too experimental and not actually, you know, interested in what it's doing. I was baffled by this one. Like, I thought I liked it. Then I saw other people reviewing it. I was like, actually, no, these are problems with the album. And then it was worse than I thought. So don't fucking listen to it because it's really fucking bad. I mean, no. I can't even think of anything to really compliment it on. It's just bad, so don't fucking listen to it. Next up is the unofficial ranking system, so we'll start from the bottom, quite literally, with The Voids, with Like All Before You. Just don't fucking listen to it. Then I'll probably go with Kubla Khan with Exhibition of Prowess, then probably Nightwish with the Yester Winds, then Dreamless Veil with Every Limb of the Flood. Top 2 is difficult, but I'd probably go with actually no, Giant Walker with Silhouettes, and then Void of Vision with What I'll Leave Behind, because Void of Vision explored themes of trauma and just life and coming to terms with mortality and have a more positive outlook on their album, even though their album probably has dark themes. I forgot to mention that earlier in the video, but yeah, I'll probably go with that. As for favourite song, it goes to So You Say from Giant Walker's album Silhouettes. Favourite cover? Probably Like All Before You by The Voids. It's the only good thing about the album. It reminds me of like an old sort of like 80s animated murder mystery movie poster. It just looks really good. I don't know. What do you want me to say? The album still fucking sucks, but the cover? It was nice. I like it. And that's about it. I will see you all tomorrow. I have no fucking clue if I'm going to do that Linkin Park song reaction. They dropped a new one, so I might just react to that instead. I don't know. And then tomorrow night, halfway show leading to Harsh Environments for PBW vs AVW. So I'll see you all for those things. And over the weekends, and starting after this video is uploaded on YouTube, I'm going to get fucking busy in getting the last Shantae batches done for that Let's Play. Oh boy. So I'll see you all over the weekend for some fucking thing. Oh yeah, no. Yeah, on Saturday I'm going to start my next Let's Play, which is going to be Costume Quest 2, just in time for October. So I'll see you all on Saturday for that as well. As always, thank you for watching, you're awesome. Bye bye.